Hello everybody. Tonight I have an Infiltrator on flag commentary for you. Before we get further into this video, first I would highly recommend that you watch my Infiltrator on flag tutorial guide video. I'll annotate and link it in the video. That video is pretty compact. It's a bit over 5 minutes long and is essentially a collection of small clips that illustrate various tactics as I talk about them. Now let's talk about the video in hand. Apart from this first clip, everything else in this video is from a single match. For once, I wanted to do a one-match gameplay because it is going to reflect closer to your gameplay than just a bunch of clips thrown together. Anyway, let's now talk about the Infiltrator on flag role. If you wish to play this role, the very first thing you want to do is figure out what primary perk to use. The recommended perks for this role are Safety Third, Looter, and Raise. You only need 3 prison mines in Raindance, so you don't really need Safety Third. I personally highly recommend Raise on Raindance because the stand is so small, you become an easy target for anybody on offense. You can get hit by pretty much everything that anyone throws at this stand. That includes Juggernaut spamming mortars and incoming cappers throwing explosives and such. So quick health regen and energy regen when someone picks up your flag gives you that much needed durability. I emphasize the energy regen because energy management and energy altogether is a very crucial part of this role, and on Raindance it's even more important. To begin with, the stand is elevated, so you need energy to get up there. Next, the stand is small, so again you become easy target for anybody on offense. In a map like Dry Docks, the stand is huge, so you can generally dodge mortar shots. In Ox, there are places on a stand for you to hide from selling. In Raindance, what you want to do is you generally want to avoid getting detected by enemies altogether. You want to avoid getting detected by enemies on offense. It's best if they think the stand is clear to begin with, so you may want to go invisible to avoid unnecessary attention. And of course, you need energy to cloak. You may also want to hide your mines so they're not easily detectable on quick glance, and also not easily destroyed by cappers. On top of that, generally, on Raindance, you want to block cappers midair. The reason for that is, again, the stand is too small. The stand is too small for you to block cappers on a stand before or after they grab the flag. It's possible though, and you'll see me do it few times in this video. But these tactics are far more effective on map like Dry Dock. On Raindance, if you're sitting on the stand and if a capper throws Nitron and fires his spin fuser, the chances of you getting hit by either is pretty good. At this point, you may be thinking, Raindance is a terrible map for Infiltrator on flag, but hold your judgment till we get to the positive aspects. So here are the good stuff. Because the stand is elevated and because it is too small, ironic, enemies don't get to grab the flag by skiing on the stand like they do on Dry Dock or they do on Ox with side-to-side grab. In Raindance, they pretty much always have to come directly flying in. What this means is you can air block them every single time. Also, because Raindance is such a big map, cappers generally come at high speed. Llama cappers are a rather rare species on Raindance. What this translates into is if you air block them, they're most likely going to die because they're moving fast. All in all, this is a very good map, possibly the best map if you wish to practice air blocks. You can practice air blocks on Ox as well, but on Ox, not every capper comes fast and not every capper comes flying right into the stand. Katabatic is another map where you can practice air blocks, but the issue there is that not everyone comes fast. There are plenty of llama grabbers on Katabatic. On top of that, on Katabatic, cappers come from literally all 4 directions and all kinds of angles as well. So if you're already struggling with air blocks, then that is probably going to make your job even more difficult. The simplicity of Raindance is that cappers generally come from 2 directions, left to right or right to left, and generally you can spot them way ahead of time. In other maps, you generally want to know a lot of things about your enemy. You want to know them very well. You want to know how many cappers there are, how well experienced they are, what routes they are running, when was the last time they ran a route, how long before they get to your stand again, and so forth. A lot of information. But in Raindance, because there are two main routes, and because you can spot them being the cappers way ahead of time, you can spot the cappers way ahead of time, so you don't really have to be on your toes all the time. All you really have to do is watch left and right very often, and if there's a capper coming in, you'll see them way ahead of time. On Raindance, as I've said before, your best bet against the capper is blocking them mid-air. You need enough energy to perform a picture-perfect air block, so don't be one of those guys that sit on this stand invisible all the time. What you generally want to do is spot a capper before he spots you, and if he spots you before, that's not going to be a big deal, by the way. Then go invisible and air block him. The entire process should generally last 5 to 10 seconds, so don't waste your energy with cloak any longer than that. And if for some reason you miss the air block, you have prism mines as a backup. Prism mines are extremely effective on Raindance. You may have noticed that I am placing 3 mines on specific spots, 2 on the side and 1 on the middle. You can vary the angle of placement as needed. The middle mine is pretty hidden and is near impossible for a capper to destroy. As for the side one, if the capper is running left to right, he won't be able to destroy the mine on the right, and if he's running right to left, he won't be able to destroy the one on the left. This means that capper won't be able to destroy at least 2 mines. Now if a capper is hit by 2 of them, he instantly dies. If a capper is hit by 1, his health drops very low. That is sniper, although we didn't have one in this map, can easily take him out, or a chaser can easily chain him down. But keep in mind, something to keep in mind always about prism mines is that they have to be triggered. A simple counter to prism mine is just flying over them. So pay special attention to anyone that is just flying over your stand and grabbing the flag. Perhaps they're using the reach perk. So all in all, if you're playing Infiltrator on flag roll on Raindance, then they're gonna have a hard time moving the flag. In this match, once I sat on the flag, I believe they were only able to cap the flag once. But remember that everything has counters. The counter to this role is simply sending people on offense. A Juggernaut is a nightmare for anybody that is playing Infiltrator on flag on Raindance, and even in other maps. He'll put a stop to you just as easy you put a stop to the cappers. In this particular match, one of the cappers switched to Juggernaut and starts spamming this stand. This is pretty much expected to happen every single game. It's just a matter of how long will it take to happen. Cappers get frustrated, they ask teammates to clear this stand. If the team doesn't do it, some cappers will take it upon themselves, switch to Juggernaut and attempt to clear the stand. You should expect this to happen every single game. So when this happens, your gameplay won't be exciting. You won't be getting kills left and right. Instead, you'll probably get pretty distracted attempting to dodge mortar shots or maybe even fractals and such. At this point, it's advisable to switch over to a different class. If you really want to defend that flag, you should probably go soldier, maybe even a sniper, or even Doombringer. I myself didn't switch over because I was attempting to record a gameplay. Plus, I was really distracted during this game, particularly halfway through the game. And probably because of that, I completely forgot about the credits until at the end when I don't even know. Anyway, before I end this video, the last thing I want to mention is, well, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but better late than never, huh? Practicing mid-air block is not limited to defense play. This is going to make you a better infiltrator altogether on offense as well. Instead of blocking cappers on your stand, if you're blocking flag carriers at enemy stand, you would be retrieving flag. So just switch the stand and you would be doing work on offense. On top of that, instead of body blocking at your stand, imagine if you took the time to practice melee on these cappers. I didn't do it myself in this video because again, I was distracted, an excuse I guess. But if you were to do that, if you were to practice melee on incoming cappers, this would make you a better player and better infiltrator is using melee, and melee is extremely powerful in this game. You'd be able to melee enemy flag carriers during a standoff and even make last second returns before they cap the flag. Anyway guys, that is all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, and I will see you next time. Peace.